Just tell me your first, middle, and last name.
Merri Kathleen Call Atkins.
And when were you born?
June 16th, 1956.
Lovely. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Mine too. And what's your favorite flower?
Probably a red rose.
Yeah, good. So here in this basket, right down there, I have collected some questions from your family, and I'm just going to have you throughout this interview just pull out those questions, read them out loud for us, and just answer them to the best of your ability.
All right. Let's see what they did. What is my favorite food to bake or to cook? And it's probably my pumpkin rolls that I do every Thanksgiving for about probably 35 years.
And everyone in your family likes them too?
Mm-hmm.
As they should.
What is my worst habit in my marriage? Oh my gosh. What is my worst habit? I'm sure that would have been a question for Larry. Probably not being very forgiving at times, and staying mad longer than what I should have. And then you realize it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth the whole staying mad. This came from Jennifer. Who is your favorite kid?
Answer that wisely, Mom.
I really don't have a favorite kid. They're both very special. So I guess it could be that saying that they have going around now that there is no favorite kids because I love my grandkids. My biggest achievement is raising two good kids. Yeah, so raising two kids that have done well in their life. They are both doing really well. And I'm proud of both of them.
Yeah.
It says, what do you fear most? Losing one of my kids. Or grandkids.
Yeah.
That would be the worst.
Sure.
What was your biggest challenge in life? Let's see, my biggest challenge. I think being a mother is the biggest challenge there is. Trying to make sure that they are raised correctly and with good morals and knowing what right and wrong is. So I think that's my biggest challenge.
Yeah.
That it was probably a bigger challenge than staying married. Yeah. What is something you have tried to like but don't? Oh my God. Probably, this is going to sound crazy, I'd probably say camping. I try to like it, but unless I have full hookups, I don't like it.
Sure. Yeah, you're like a glamper.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I like it as long as I have full hookups, but
Yeah.
camping without...
You're such a nature person.
Yeah, I know.
though.
I know, but it has to have showers and bathrooms and air conditioning.
No, I hear that though.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Any particular moments or favorite memories that you have of you and your dad?
We used to go camping, and we used to do it without a camper. We used to camp in Cumberland, and then he used to come here a lot once he retired. He would just show up here and just sit on the porch or come inside and talk. He may only stay 10 minutes, but he would make his rounds and he would just stop in. So that was always nice. What do you feel is one thing you got right about motherhood? I raised two honest kids. So they're both pretty honest, or they both are honest. And and that's what you've got to teach them to be good people.
Mm.
And I think that's what I did. So, with the help of Larry, of course, but...
What is it that you do that annoys your kids and your grandkids?
Let's see. I know one of the things is I don't tell my grandkids no.
You spoil them.
I spoil them, yeah, pretty much. With Larry, I get on him a lot because he forgets a lot of things, and he gets aggravated with me because he always forgets them, and I'm always on him. Would you stop? Would you remember to do that?
It's a good wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Yes. To remind him to do the things he needs to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good. What gets you through the hard days?
Well, knowing, first off, I get to come home to Larry. And then second, that I'll get to, if I see my grandkids, and to get a hug from them. Mm-hmm. And just to spend time with my grown kids is, when they want to spend time with me, it makes me very happy. How did Larry propose? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Trying to remember.
You don't remember the proposal?
I do, but it's...
Oh, you go for it. We want to hear it. Oh, this is going to be juicy.
And, we were in the back seat of a car.
Yes.
And he asked me to marry him.
I love it. Wait, now did he have a ring?
Yes, he did. He had a ring.
So he had it all. He was ready.
Yeah. So it was on March 31st, 1973.
And so you're a nurse?
I'm a medical assistant, certified medical assistant, yes.
What made you go into that field?
Larry is diabetic. He was insulin-dependent diabetic, and many years ago he went into a coma. The insulin shock is what it was. And when the Life Squad got here, there was nobody that could help him, more so than just carry him to the hospital. Mm. So I wanted to get into being able to, that if he went into insulin shock again, I could give him what they call D50 to bring him out of it. So I became an EMT and was an EMT for 18 years with the fire department in Fayetteville. No, they were EMTs here, but there wasn't anybody that could give him D50 that night. Yeah. And so the hospital told me when I got him there that he was a very lucky man. If it had been much longer, he probably wouldn't have been here. So, and that was 30-something years ago.
Do you ever use that? Do you ever remind him how important you are to this man?
Yeah, really.
Question.
What did you want to be when you grew up? I wanted to be a beautician. Is what we called it then. Now I guess it's a cosmetologist. Yeah. But that's what I was always going to be. My aunt was a beautician at the time, and I always wanted to do what she did. And then I got married, and then didn't do it. Went into the medical field instead. Yeah.
Had to help people in a different way.
In a different way, yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about your aunt.
This is my dad's sister, Aunt Dorothy. And she was a big influence in my life. She was actually probably the female version of my dad, or my dad's probably the male version of her because she's older than him. But she was a good woman. She's been gone a few years now too. Yeah. So.
And how do you overcome losing those influential people?
Well, my dad always taught us it's a part of life. Yeah. You live and then you die. It's just something you have to accept because you can't get out of here alive. True. Yeah, it's part of something you just have to accept. It's very hard to go on without them. Yeah. But you know that they loved you and you loved them, and they did their best in life. What do you wish most for your kids and grandkids? I wish them happiness in life. I wish that they have good health, and that They know how much that I love them, and that they succeed in life in whatever they want to do. Thank my kids for being who they are, and I love them.
Mm.
Oh gosh. Tell him thank you, and I love him, and I miss him now. They had to do that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss my dad.
Mm-hmm.
That's him.
How did your dad influence you?
He was a very honest person, very straightforward,
Mm-hmm.
didn't tell lies. He told you the truth.
Yeah.
And he just told you how it was. He didn't cut any corners.
Yeah.
You know, if he told you something, it was what he believed and what was true.
Mm.
So he was a good man.
Yeah. Do you feel like you do that now? Are you?
I try.
Yeah.
I try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he would have been upset. He did not like liars, and but he was a good guy.